Hi, I'm Sam with BatchStovez, and in this video I wanted to demonstrate the effectiveness of the BS 2.0 using different diameter pots. So what we have is a soup can. This is a 14.4 ounce soup can. As you can see, it just barely covers the bottom of the stove. The stove is 2 1/4 inch diameter, and this tin can is 2 7/8 diameter. And this will hold 12 ounces. So I'm going to do a boil test using this in 12 ounces, using 12 ounces of water in a soup can alongside my BatchStovez 10 cm cook pot, which has a 4-inch diameter. Now there is going to be some variation because this is not aluminum and this is aluminum. I don't know, this is what you got, this is what you got. But this will demonstrate a very small diameter. This is in the medium range. And then I'm going to use a billy pot out of a Scout kit. I've had this pot for 30 plus years. This is a great aluminum cook pot, and the diameter on this is about the same, a little bit smaller than a grease pot. A grease pot's around 5 1/4 inch diameter. This is 5-inch diameter. So we have a 2 7/8 inch diameter, we have a 4-inch diameter, and we have a 5-inch diameter. And in this video you'll see, take a look at this video. And hi, I'm Sam with BatchStovez, and this is the boil test using 3 different size containers. As you can see here, we have a 14.4 ounce tin can. We have about 12 ounces of water in here, and 12 ounces will come up to this top ring. We then have a 10 centimeter BatchStovez cook pot. Now the tin can is about 2 7/8 inch diameter. The 10 centimeter mug is 10 centimeter cook pot is around 4 inches diameter. And then I have a billy pot from a Boy Scout cook kit. I've had this kit since I was a kid, so this kit is probably about I don't know, 38, 40 years old, and it's about a 5-inch diameter pot. So I'm using 3 of the BS 2.0 aluminum bottle stoves. They're all the same stove. We're using heat, gas line antifreeze, and I've already put an ounce of fuel in each cook pot. Now the water temp is 66 degrees, and I'm just going to pour 12 ounces into each cook pot, and we'll just use the tin can to measure it. And that leaves about 12 ounces in there. I don't know if you can see that, but the reason I'm using 12 ounces is because obviously this tin can really only boil about 12 ounces. So the main thing is just to figure out if how long it takes to boil. How long it takes to boil the same amount of water using 3 different size cook pots. So that's the main objective. I'm going to see if I can put this timer here in the center without catching anything or melting anything, I should say. I'm going to go ahead and light all 3 of these stoves at boom, boom, boom. and then they should all come to bloom at around about a minute. And here we go, 2:15, 2:16, 2:16. All stoves are lit, and about a minute in, I will stick the stoves on once they bloom. And I'm going to put the thermometer in the smallest cook pot, and we'll try to keep an eye on them all and see which one boils first, and then we'll put a time on it and just see what the effects of the different diameters. The billy pot and the 10 centimeter cook pot are both aluminum, of course, so they should have the same heat transfer properties. But the tin can, of course, is made of steel, so it'll have a different transfer of heat. So that may have a little effect, but what, I don't know. But I get this question all the time, you know, which one of your stoves will work with my diameter cook pot? I've got a small diameter cook pot. Well, I've sold these with a lot of beer can pots, and they seem to work well with those. So we have, this stove's already blooming, and let's go ahead and put it on at 2:17. This one's blooming 2:17:24 or 25, and the back one's blooming at 2:17:34. Let me make sure I've gotten them all centered. Pretty much. It's hard to tell. Okay, I think they're all pretty much centered. So we'll just see. Now you can see the different flame patterns. Of course, the flames have just completely engulfed this whole can because it is smaller in diameter. And I don't have this one on the center very well, do I? It's hard to tell. This is kind of in the way, you can't really see the flames on that one, but this one, of course, you can see it just comes to the edge of the 10 centimeter cook pot, and it doesn't quite come to the edge on the billy pot. Well, let's see. Neither one of them has lids. None of the pots have lids. So we'll see what kind of time we got on that. So we lit the stoves at 2:16 even, and we put the tin can on around 2:17:15, something like that. So 5 minutes from that would be 2:22:15. So we should see a boil at 2:22:15 here, I'm hoping. I suspect, I should say, and similar boil times on the other two. Now remember, this is just 12 ounces of water, so our temperature's coming up. We're 123 now. Don't know that you can read that on the video, but hopefully you can. I'm actually starting to see bubbles, believe it or not. On the 10 centimeter, I'm starting to see bubbles form on the edges of the pot. We're at 154. You can actually start to hear them. Let's see what's going on here. You can see that it's actually starting to boil on the edges over here. And see what's going inside here. You see small bubbles forming. See bubbles forming inside this one. And we're almost to a boil here. I'm going to call this one boiling. Boiling at 221.52. 221.52 on the 10 centimeter. When I edit this video, I will figure out exactly what the boil time was on this one. But 221.52. We're at 5 minutes over here now on the tin can. I've been consistently getting less than 5-minute boil times on the 10 centimeter. Looks like we're boiling back here, so I'm going to call it 222.40. 222.40. 222.40 on the 5-inch diameter cook pot. And we're almost boiling here, but not quite. And we'll call that boiling there at 223.15. 223.15. 223.15. So as you can see, they're all boiling. This is about to boil out of the can right now. It's really gotten up there. We're at 212. Ooh, I think my thermometer batteries are having a fit here. But so can you boil using the 2.0? Can you boil using a 2 7/8 inch diameter cook pot? Yes, you can, and you can boil 12 ounces in about 6 minutes. 6 minutes. You can boil 12 ounces using my 10 cm mug in probably 4.5 minutes. I'll double check the video when we get back, but it's probably 4.5 minutes. And with the billy pot, you're right around 5 minutes, I believe. Again, we'll check the video. But all reasonable times to boil water. So